All right, everybody, it's me, Sonny Clark, the hardest working man in sports radio here as we are getting set for what's going to be happening tomorrow. Big time stuff happening over at the Dallas Elks Lodge. It is a Wobble Christmas. If you have the opportunity, slide up a little bit in the stream there. All right. And then you can check out some of the interview we had with Dean Fleming and, of course, Nate Lawson, as they are going to try to bring down the house over at a Wobble Christmas. And it's been dubbed the final chapter. We'll just see how that part works out. That being said, as we are set, there's other matches that are going to be going on in this fantastic card, as we got a junior heavyweight championship match happening with the now champion and a guy who's been trying to get it back. So let's do this, folks. Let's bring him on and talk about this match. We'll see what everybody feels about this. Let's bring on Prince Adam, who is the champion, and Jay Stong here. And gentlemen, good day. How you doing? Thanks for joining us.
What it is.
Okay, let's take the step back. Let's go back to last month. Let's go back to the match that you two were supposed to finish. It didn't finish. It finished in a different way, more so. We saw a different Jay Stong right there. Jay, you kind of went out and did your business and ended up having the whole thing being thrown out. What happened last time you two were in the ring that led to what eventually ended up happening?
Well, me and Adam kind of, tethered past, I guess. Every match that we've had is he found some way to cheat and some way to get disqualified or cheat or pick up a victory, which I can't knock him for that. So what I decided to do is to get on his level and try to be like him. It's a path that I used to go down a long time ago, and I decided, well, he's beating me every time, me being me. So why don't I go back to my old path and go back to the roots of him? Go back to the hood and just straight up fight. And it still ended up backfiring on me. So that was a miscalculated choice on my behalf.
So when you take a look at it, the champion, of course, Prince Adam, thanks for joining us, your champion man. I
That's
appreciate
right.
you taking the time because I know you're a busy man as the champion. You got things
Mm-hmm.
to do, places to go, people to see, and you're proudly displaying the belt right there. Talk a little bit about this rivalry you got with the gentleman right in the middle here, that being Jay Stong.
Well, first of all, it's not much a rivalry as it is a blood feud now, because
True.
you know what, man, Jay. Truth be told, I respect you, man. I really do, for everything that you came from, coming from an injury that was pretty much career ending, coming back into it and bringing a fight to me after I honestly, let's call spades, after I got rid of Nate Lawson. I'm gonna drop that name right here again because apparently this whole show's about him. They're not talking about how Prince Adam ran him off or anything, ended his career. But anyway, we're not here to talk about that. I'm here to talk about you and our blood feud that we got, because I just can't seem to put you down, man, and it's annoying. It really is. You're like this little cockroach that I can't get rid of. And you're right. I use every tactic that I got in my book, and you know what? This time I'm gonna hurt you. Like, there's no other way. I'm gonna hurt. I'm gonna have to hurt you, and
Well,
that's something you brought on yourself, man. I'm sorry.
Well, we're hearing it. He's throwing it out the book now. Jay, you know about this match. You also know what else is there. He's not coming alone. He's bringing down his manager. Of course, that's Persia. And the things that can end up happening when she does come down to the side of the ring. Are you set for that? Do you have a strategy to deal with not only Prince Adam to try to bring home the junior heavyweight championship, but what are you going to do about Persia?
Um, as much as I respect his valet Persia, I'm not really worried about her. She's an annoyance. As you call me a cockroach, I would say she's the same way. She's just annoying, and bugs get squashed. My main focus is Adam. If she happens to get in the way, like, accidents happen. If she happens to get knocked down, it's not my fault. We have a tables match. Everything goes. So nothing is technically banned. So if she happens to get in the way and gets hurt, that's just occupational hazard.
Well, you are right. This is a tables match, and this is a very good situation for both of you because this is what you want. No disqualifications that go into it, and we will have a winner at the end of it. Whoever goes through the table first, that's going to be the biggest question. Now, I'll take this over and take it over to the champion. Give him his proper respects that he deserves. He is the champion, junior heavyweight champion. That with your high flying abilities and with a table that might be in the ring, I'm pretty sure that you got a game plan that you got to do in order to stay away from that table before you even accidentally go through the table. Never mind be put through it by Jay Stong.
I mean, you might think that, but I mean, King Kong didn't have a game plan when he stormed New York. I'm saying Godzilla never had a game plan coming up. This ain't gonna be pretty. This ain't gonna be high flying. This ain't gonna be any kind of technical thing or anything like that. Like I said, I'm coming with a bag of tricks. I'm coming with a bag of weapons, and I'm putting your ass through a table. There's no doubt about that, Jay. I mean, like I said, you can do whatever you want to me, and I understand that. And you can take my arm, you can take my leg, you can leave me bloody on that table, but brother, I'm taking a piece from you, and I don't give a damn. You mentioned Persia. I don't give a damn if she comes out or not. It's not between. It's not the winner circle. It's not. It's not Dean. It's not. It's not Hayden, and nobody's out there. It's me and you, brother. So, like I said, you want to know game plans? There ain't no game plan. I'm gonna take your head clean off. That's it.
So, Jay, it sounds like along with the fact that this is a tables match, it sounds like it's also going to be a street fight. And if people know about Jay Stong, Mr. Wobble's history, this is nothing new to you, is it, Jay?
No, it's not. Like, and Adam, though, like I said, Adam, I respect you too, and all the things we've done. Like, to be honest, nobody knew who you were really, and I'm not taking nothing against you, nothing from you on that. Is when you took out Nate, I didn't know who you were either, but you've set Dallas ablaze. You know what I mean? And you've been setting all these other promotions ablaze. I can respect you for that, and I'm glad to say that I had this blood feud with you because it pushed me to my limits that I didn't know I had, especially coming from this injury. And you're right, it's not a game plan. We're both from the streets. We both grew up in the hood. We took different paths after that. You know what I'm saying? You got bills to pay, you taking care of your mama, and I did the same thing. And I can respect you for that. You know what I mean? And it's not like I can't not respect you for the way you kept your title. You know what I mean? I mean, if I was in that situation, who knows what I would have done either. So I'm not gonna knock you for the low blows and the chair shots and all that stuff. That's just part of the business, and we're both from, like I said, we both from the hood, we both from the street. So it's gonna be what that is. It's gonna be straight up fight. Ain't no plans. We're gonna go through this whole building and let everybody know that to get that title off you, I might have to put you in the hospital.
Interesting words that are happening here. A big one that's happening on Saturday night over at the Dallas Elks Lodge. We are talking to the champion, Prince Adam, as well as the challenger, Mr. Wobble, Jay Stong. Now, let's talk about a little respect. Let's talk about what maybe sometimes the champion is talking about, that he doesn't get his due respects. So let's talk a little bit. Let's go a little bit to your background, because some people don't necessarily know your background there, Prince Adam. So talk a little bit about where you're coming from, because we're all saying that you're, kind of got the same background, coming from the streets, coming from the hood. Talk a little bit about what it took in order for you to become champion here in Soar Championship Wrestling.
Well, hell's bells, brother, man. I mean, I don't think we got enough time in the day for that. But to summarize it, I mean, I'm not afraid to bury my own family, man. I'm not afraid to tell the truth of what it is. But I come from a long line of outlaws, drug dealers, and honestly murderers, man, from a little town called Lubbock, Texas, and my whole family is just from the street. From you get by to get by, you got to do what you got to do to survive. And my old man and my mom's made the decision early on to get us all in the truck, drive on down to Austin, Texas, and make it do, because we don't want that life. You know what? So I've been fighting every day since I was a little kid to not only make my last name and my name bigger than what it is, which ain't worth much. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I said, I'm not afraid to bury my own. Uh, So when I started pro wrestling, that was the end goal. I want to be the best. I want to be the greatest. And you know what? I get looked over a lot, not because I'm bitter, but because my size, my height, my look, and I don't have traditional ring gear. I don't cut a traditional promo. I don't look traditional like a pro wrestler, and I get overlooked a lot. And you know what? Instead of excuse my French, bitching about it, I put every day into my work ethic and making sure that the fans go home happy, whether they're booing me or they're cheering me, or whether I'm in a heap on the ground, or honestly, the opponent usually is in a heap on the ground. So I give it my all, man. So yeah, I don't get my just due most of the time, but for this last half of 2019, everybody's figuring out what Prince Adam's all about, man, and that comes from, like I said, heart, desire, and wanting to keep what's mine. And like I said, Jay ain't gonna take that from me. Ain't nobody ever gonna take that from me, no matter what.
And just a matter of respect, because some people don't know your background. Some people would want to know that background going into this one, kind of get an idea. So we'll do the same thing with Jay. Talk a little bit about the travel. Talk about the actual highway to become who you are, and now to where you are today as Mr. Wobble, going into this big match on Saturday night.
And the small thing is, I didn't know, Adam, that me and you from the same area. We both West Texas boys. We never had this conversation because we've been feuding. But I'm from Amarillo, so you know what I'm saying. So, and I lived in Lubbock, and I moved up here on my own. I just took a different path. My dad is an alcoholic racist and was never in my life. My mom worked 2 jobs and supported me and 4 other brothers. So I know the struggle. So I'm not taking anything from you. Like, we've had that same path. I had a talent, which was dancing, and it took me out of the hood. It took me into college. It got me to do some stuff and got me to travel the world, which led me into pro wrestling. Because I've always been a wrestling fan, just like everybody in the world. Started growing up watching wrestling, and that's from West Texas, and Adam can say that too. There's no real place to train. Unfortunately, there might be places now, but when we were growing up, there wasn't. Um, so I never had a dad in my life. It was just me and my mom, and it was basically me being a man on my own and learning the struggle. Um, Started pro wrestling, went through my ups and downs, and Mo was the first person to give me a chance with Soar when it first started, and I was the first person to ever hold that title that he has right there. So I hold that title near and dear to my heart because I was the first person to ever have it, and I was also one of the longest reigning champions of that title. Which numbers and statistics really don't matter when it comes to Adam, because Adam has whooped my ass 5 times in a row, one way or another. And for everybody not to get his man credit for his size and his look, I was one, and I ate my words. That's why, like, my game plan changed. Like, it has to. Like, this dude right here is legit, and anybody that don't take him serious is gonna find out one way or another. He'll bleed for his. He'll go to that limit that most people say it's not the right way to go, but wins and losses matter. You know what I mean? So my whole game plan has changed. My whole outlook on this man has changed, and what I got to do with this company, this title, once it comes back into my hands, I have all the kids from SOAR, all the families and the friends from my support, and that's definitely motivation that I use to go against Adam. And best believe on Saturday, I'm gonna use all that motivation and a little bit more that he didn't think I had to get my title back.
Well, let me ask you this one question, Jay Stong. I got a question from our man Trey Mack, who is also on commentation. What he is asking is you going to put the dancing aside? Are we going to see a different Jay Stong? Are we going to see a guy that will take this serious in the ring and leave the dancing and leave all the other stuff to the side in order to bring home that championship?
Well, a little bit of both. Because at some time you got to learn when to cut that playtime over and get to business. And I tried to do that last show. Last show I came out straight, black t-shirt, hands taped, and was a fight. And look what happened. I went out of my character to try to beat somebody of his own character. So no, I'm gonna be me. I'm gonna be Wobble. I'm gonna dance. I'm gonna have fun. I'm gonna put the energy. I'm gonna get that motivation. But when we get to throwing down, putting them hands on each other, that whole dancing stuff goes out the window for sure.
It'll be real interesting to see what happens, Prince Adam. You have a reputation, and by the way, when I see you wrestle, I see a guy that has got a lot of talent that can move around the ring and obviously will do what it takes in order to bring home the championship or that keep it around your waist. You know, you talked about you didn't have a game plan going into this one. I sometimes I wonder when someone will tell me that, and I'm wondering if you're actually being real honest with me. I'm sure you got something planned. I'm sure something's going on. What is your plan going into this one? Instead of maybe kind of dodging the question, what are you going to do personally to try to get to Jay Stong in order to retain that belt?
Listen, brother. I'm a killer. I'm a killer through and through. And y'all know my work. Y'all see me wrestle. Y'all see me fight. You know, and that's what I'm bringing to this table. No pun intended. Now, outside of Soar, outside of every place else, I train with killers. You know, I rep Winter Circle when I'm in Dallas, but everywhere else, I'm Team Super Academia. If you don't know who that is, yep, come on, ACH, head coach. Cody Lane tearing up the Midwest, just got done with the tour overseas. Ethan Price getting his name out there. We run Inspire. You know, we all over Texas. We all over doing our thing, man. So if you really, really want to know what the game plan is, you know, you're going to have to see Saturday. That's all I can say.
Wow. Interestingly enough, Jay, we happen to have that stage set for you. It comes tomorrow night at the Dallas Elks Lodge. You heard what he said there, Jay, in response to what he said?
I mean, like when he came with the Winter Circle and he was with Dean, I should have took heed then because everybody that Dean has had on his team, including me back in the day, ends up being a champion. So I take that on me. But he's also name dropping like I don't train with people either. You know, like I don't train with Barrett Brown, who's wrestling for New Japan in Anaheim, California. Like I haven't trained with Lance Hoyt, who wrestles for New Japan. Like I don't train with Sir Mo, Bobby Horn, which is former WWF Tag Team Champion. I did an overseas tour. But that really means nothing on who you train with. It's good for association. We've been there, you've done your thing, I've been overseas, we've done our thing, but you're going to have to take all that little knowledge that you got from all your little trainees and coaches and everything like that and see what you really got because you want to be legit. I mean, Barrett took that title from your coach, so it is what it is. So, but I'll see you Saturday, and we'll just see what you got. There's no
Hey,
game
see
plan.
that
There's
ain't
no.
associations, brother. It's blood feuds. It's blood bonds, and that's all I care about. I'm that serious when I come to stuff. Yeah, you know what? You say you're gonna put the dancing aside, but who's Santa's little helper on Saturday? You know what I'm saying? You want to look? I ain't knocking you for helping out the kids, homie. Trust me, because I remember being in those lines waiting to get a toy freebie or like a jacket. Man, I didn't even have a jacket one winter, man. So I ain't knocking you for that. What I am knocking with you is just like everyone else, you're not taking this serious, man. Yeah, you know, you train with Barrett, you train with the King of Texas or whatever the crap. Man, you know what? Let's get all the names out of there. Let's get all these names out of here. It's me, it's you, it's Saturday night, it's in a tables match. Brother, are you willing to bleed for this? I don't think you are. I don't think you are, bro.
Look, you said you earlier. You said you couldn't put me down, and I was like a little cockroach, and I won't go down. I've been shot and I didn't go down. So you got to come with all the might of all your team superhero academia and every other superpowers you got, Lovato. Because if getting shot
Oh,
doesn't take
okay.
me
There
down,
we go.
then putting me through a table, you're gonna have to run me over.
That's
You
what
have to do
it's.
something. We have to
That's
both go to the hospital. I'll bleed if that's what it is, because that
that
title
you're gonna
means
have
everything
to,
to me.
brother. You're gonna have to. Like, there's no other way. You're gonna have to sacrifice for this, man. And that's
Look, I put
something.
it right
You
here
know
for
what?
you, right
You
here.
you know what, man? You may be from the hood. I don't know your background too much, man. But you know, people of privilege just have this thing where they just think it's easy to get stuff from people like me. And then you know what? I'm gonna bring it up in today's society and today's culture where people of privilege want to put up walls for people against me. then you know what, man? That's what I'm bringing to the table, man. You know, I could take Team Super. I could wipe my ass with it, honestly. I could take Winner Circle. I can end that right now. I don't got to come out with Dean. I ain't got to come out with Persia. I ain't got to do that, bro. I ain't got to do all that. What I can do is fight. And I'm going to fight with the hearts of millions behind me, bro. That's what I'm bringing to this table. What is you bringing? Besides a little Santa help his little bag.
See what you talking about? This whole privilege thing and people building up walls. First of all, not everybody of my color is associated with that person, and I my views is all on racial equality, and you know that. You know my background. You know my personal life and my girlfriend and things like that.
I know that. Bring it.
So I'm telling you, like that whole racial equality and millions of people, you can do that, but don't put me in that category when I'm not the one that you have a beef with. When on that, what you do have a beef with is me taking this title off of you. And when I do take the title off you and I'm standing over you, when I put you through this table.
It sounds like you're getting a little mad there, Jay. You getting a little mad? Good. Good. Because now I see something, man. Now I got something. Go bring it.
Good. You're going to see a lot more. Like, I'm not like you. I don't always have to show my aggression via video or via, social media. Like, you've been in the ring with me. You thought, like, the first show that I did with you, oh, damn, he's got more than I thought. And I didn't know you had it either. But we've been going to hell and back. And like you said, this is the blood for you. So we're going to bleed out. And we're going to do what it is.
I'm ready. I'm excited.
We the draw.
Hell yeah, let's do it.
We the draw. We the main event. We finna get it in.
I'm going to tell you right now, I thought that tag team for tag team championship might steal the show. But the show is called a Wobble Christmas, so why not this match right here steal the show? Check it out on Saturday night over at the Dallas Elks Lodge. It's 7:30. If you miss, we've got a main event and a double main event that is one of the best that are out there. And if you miss this, you might not necessarily like independent wrestling, or you just don't like wrestling in general, because this one just may burn down the house. Guys, thank you for the time for this interview, and we will check you guys tomorrow night, 7:30 bell over at the Dallas Elks Lodge. So for the champion, Prince Adam, and for the challenger, Mr. Wobble, Jay Stong, I am Sonny Clark, the hardest working man in sports radio. Everybody make sure you get on out there and don't miss it. We'll be back here tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow. Yes, me, as well as the legend in his own mind, being Trey Mack, will talk about the card that is happening at a Wobble Christmas. Everybody have a good one. We'll see you tomorrow.